in 2000, the UPA-2 regime has taken a dramatic and a very important turn. The verdict that was announced a short while ago has given clean chit to the all 2008 Malegaon blast accused, 7 of them, by the National Investigative Authority Agency's court. Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur, who went on to become MP, Lieutenant Colonel Purohit, who had to face a lot of legal music, they had all been given clean chit. Now, all accused have been acquitted. It's a very important case because it spawned the entire controversy of saffron terror, which acquired a lot of political overtones in 2014. Let me tell you, even the Home Minister Amit Shah, in Rajya Sabha in his reply said that no, Hindu can be a terrorist. Now, I'm joined by Krishna Hegde from Shiv Sena Shinde. Mr. Hegde, your opening comments on all of them being given a clean chit by the court, the benefit of doubt in the entire case, sir.
No, we are very happy that the NIA court has given this verdict because at last justice has been done. And what the Congress party and UPA had said earlier about saffron terror, that entire thing has fallen flat. And I'm extremely happy that Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur, Colonel Prasad Purohit, and retired Major Ramesh Upadhyay, who are among the 7 accused, they have been acquitted now by the court honorably. And I must say that it is a victory. It is a victory for the truth, and the truth always prevails. And whatever the sinister designs of the Congress party of that time to paint, nationalists as terrorists has been exposed. And I think we should all welcome this decision. And I must say that I condemn the Congress act at that time. It is very necessary that this entire truth came out in public domain today. Like Amit Shah ji said yesterday in the parliament, that no Hindu can be a terrorist.
Okay, Mr. Krishna Hegde, very well put. But let me just take my viewers through the detailing of this case. The detailing is very, very important. What happened in Malegaon? Why had Malegaon caught so much of attention in the public discourse? The Malegaon had caught so much of public attention in the public discourse was because Malegaon blast had acquired political overtones. When Malegaon blast took place, the fight became about saffron terror. Rajnath Singh categorically stated that there is no color to the terror, and it became a political fight. Pragya Singh Thakur, Lieutenant Colonel Prasad Purohit, retired Major Ramesh Upadhyay, Ajay Rahirkar, Samir Kulkarni, Sudhakar Chaturvedi, Sudhakar Dhar Vivedi, all cleared of the charges including criminal conspiracy and murder under the Indian Penal Code in the section of the Anti-Terror Law, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. The Special Judge J.K. Lahoti, who pronounced the all 7 not guilty, noted that the prosecution proved the blast but failed to establish that a bomb was fitted in the motorcycle. Conspiracy and meeting also have not been proved. Interception of calls not authorized. Both sanctions ordered to invoke are defective. UAPA cannot be invoked, the court said categorically. The court said that the prosecution failed to provide cogent and reliable evidence, also failed to establish guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. There might be strong suspicion against the accused, but it is not enough to punish them, said the court. The court also ordered compensation of 2 lakh to the families of 2008 Malegaon bomb blast victim and 50,000 to the injured victims to be given by the government. Now, the detailed order of the court is yet to be available. On September 29, 2008, a bomb went off at the Chowk in Malegaon, a town known for powerloom industry, about 100 kilometers northeast of Nashik in Maharashtra. The blast, which took place in an area with a sizable Muslim population, killed 6 people, injured 100 during Ramzan, the holy month of fasting in Islam. This is the context. Now, we will take the bite of the lawyer of one of the victims.
जो 17 साल पहले जो एविडेंस था, उसी तरह जो 2016 में एनआईए का चार्जशीट आया था, उसमें जो कोई भी मटेरियल था उसी के बेस पे आज कोर्ट ने फैसला सुनाया है। कोर्ट ने ये कहा है कि इस केस में आरडीएक्स कहाँ से लाया गया, किसने लाया, कहाँ बॉम्ब असेंबल किए, आरडीएक्स कहाँ प्लांट किया गया था, ऐसे कोई भी चीज़ें प्रोसिक्यूशन प्रूव नहीं कर पाई है।
ये सिर्फ पॉलिटिकल नरेशन था और कुछ भी नहीं था, और जो आपका जो आतंकवाद का विषय था ऐसा कोई विषय है नहीं। और कोर्ट ने आज साबित कर दिया है कि 17 साल के बाद कि ये कोई घटना इन लोगों से की गई नहीं है।
I'm also joined by my input editor Brijesh Pandey. Brijesh, now there are a lot of things here. Let's start by the politics of it. I'm also joined by Reni Abraham. Reni Abraham continues to be with me. PK Jain, former ADG Maharashtra Police, also continues to be with me. I'll also be joined by Ellen Rao, former IPS officer. But first to you. Now, just take us through the politics of this story. Why did this case of terror acquire so much of political dimension?
Well, I think the one phrase which has now become a part of the, the BJP's lexicon, which is the saffron terror. The second the term saffron terror was used, it was very clear that, that this terror attack and, the entire investigation acquired more than, the technical investigation which is carried out. It acquired political overtures which drifted towards that, that the Congress is trying to fix the Bharatiya Janata Party. That is how, the entire investigation was perceived. I think this judgment, which has been read by the Honorable Court, in which he has acquitted all the 7 accused, it is going to be a huge victory for the Bharatiya Janata Party as well. If you remember, yesterday Home Minister Amit Shah was talking about in Rajya Sabha, he was talking about the way this terror attack in Pahalgam was concerned. And he also went on to mention that, that the Congress is a party which gave a color or added a religion to the terror attack, and mentioned this saffron terrorism which was used in Malegaon blast context. And he also talked about, one sentence which is now, which sinks in perfectly, where he says, no Hindu can be a terrorist. The court also mentioned that, that the terrorism can't have color or religion attached to it. So there's going to be a bigger political ramification of the judgment which has come out as far as Malegaon judgment cases, Malegaon blast case is concerned.
Okay, Reni, it's a big development. Yesterday Home Minister also made a very important statement. We're going to play out that bite. We're going to play out that bite in which the Home Minister very categorically spoke about terrorism and Hindus. But Reni, to you, I think it's a big blow to the politics which the UPA did. I think the court setting them free is like saying that, boss, you were going after them to prove a different point.
Sorry, I missed that last bit from you, Karthik. The audio volume was not great.
It discredits the politics of UPA, the judgment.
Absolutely, Karthikeya. And if I may add here, to quote a former Home Secretary, Additional Chief Secretary Home of Maharashtra, Chitkala Zuchi, as she mentioned to me once, he said, Reni, we must understand that the police department is mostly only a handmaiden to the political dispensation of the day, which was a very telling point here. You have seen the ATS being proved wrong in the second consecutive case, in the serial train bombing blast case of 2006, and now in the 2008 Malegaon bomb blast case. So it just tells you how political pressure can be brought to bear upon the investigative agencies, and which results in years later the accused getting set free, and the victims of the 2 incidents sitting and holding their head in anguish about when they would finally be able to get some justice. So
just stay with me, just stay with me, Reni. I'm also joined by Manisha Kayande, Shinde faction Shiva Sena. She's patched with me. Manisha, thank you so much, madam, for joining me. Your opening comments, madam.
Well, of course, we welcome the decision of the court, the verdict of the court. After 17 long years of fight, and the then Congress government first coined the word Hindu terrorism, saffron terrorism. And this is what they spread in the country, blaming Hinduism, blaming Hindus, and also making them terrorists, so labeling them as terrorists. But this is what the court's verdict, we welcome it, and we are happy that those who were under the scanner, they are free. None of them, any evidence was found on them, and hence the court has set them free. We welcome this decision.
What do you have to say when the when the word saffron terror was used? Now, what will the Congress party say about this?
Well, the Congress has to reply that.
No,
If
absolutely.
you have their person on
because they
the board,
weaponized it. That's why I'm asking you, because they said, saffron terror, that's the word which came. Yesterday even Amit Shah spoke about it.
Yes, because it was Congress for the first time in the country, because terrorism was never linked to Hinduism, and which they tried to label Hindus as Hindu outfits, as terrorist outfits. Because in our country, we know that who has always supported terrorism, which fraction, which people of which religion have supported terrorism, and this is well known to everybody. But still, they coined this word as saffron terrorism. So I think that it is also a good lesson to the Congress. They should learn from it.
Brijesh, Reni Abraham continues to be with me. Brijesh Pandey continues to be with me in the studio. Brijesh, if we go through certain aspects of this case, now let's go point by point. They said in this case, the court said the prosecution failed to provide cogent and reliable evidence, that's one. Also failed to establish guilt beyond reasonable doubt, that's second. There might be strong suspicion against the accused, but it is not enough to punish them, said the court. I would like you to explain that first.
Well, I think, one of the two key charges which were against, the most famous one of all the accused which were involved there, Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur and Lieutenant Colonel Purohit, Prasad Purohit. The fact is that, it was alleged that the bike which was used for the blast belonged to Sadhvi Pragya. This was one of the contention, and the second contention was that RDX was brought from Jammu and Kashmir. It was assembled at the house of Lieutenant Colonel Purohit, and then it was utilized. The court made three observations which, completely debunked the theory. First, the court said there is a big difference between the ATS and the NIA charge sheet. So that in itself was an extremely important statement. The second statement is said that the prosecution failed to prove that the bomb was placed on the motorcycle or bomb was in the motorcycle. So, one of the key contention was that the bomb was placed on the motorcycle was completely denied by the court. The second was, they said that the more important thing was that there is no evidence of three things. A, that the RDX was brought from Kashmir by Lieutenant Colonel Purohit. B, that the bomb was assembled, the RDX was used inside Lieutenant Colonel Purohit's house. And then C, then the same was supplied to the, the bomb was used to put it on the motorcycle. The third one was that they say that they were not able to retrieve the session number of the motorcycle, which again could not prove that who was the real owner of the motorcycle which was there. So I think, and they also said that, that the sanctions which were taken, because, to make sure that there is no abuse of the process of law, there are certain sanctions which are there. There are SOPs which are laid so that you go and get sanctioned and interrogate and investigate somebody legally. Those sanctions were not obtained legally. The court told about that. And then the court said that, that there may be strong suspicion. But, you cannot hold somebody guilty just on the basis of strong suspicion. So I think these were the key verdicts, key pointers of the judgment which has come out so far. I think, once the entire judgment is out, it will take some time. It'll make for a fascinating read for sure.